good mid afternoon for you. It's good to meet you here in this forum. I really liked when HR opened up this concept of, just speak 15 minutes. It's very good for introverted people like us. We don't like speaking a lot. We just like to speak in small. So I want to take this opportunity to talk about dreaming. So shall we dream? That I just titled that way. It's actually 3 o'clock after lunch. Everybody will be dreaming. I know that, but this is actually dreaming in tech. So let me just share my screen, and I can share my experiences and observations about this. That is all this discussion is about. So let me know when you start seeing my screen.
We can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Yeah. Shall we dream? So the thing is, my observations that I have been doing in the past several years about dreaming in technology. Other things we already know, but what is the concept of dreaming in tech, and what kind of impact it has done. That is my core area. That is I'm interested about that. That is very close to my heart. So I just want to share a few things about that. When we talk about people who started dreaming, they started changing the world. One person, he thought how nice the world would be if I can simplify connectivity. The person was working in Cisco. He came outside, and he wanted to pursue this dream. And today we have Zoom. So he was the person who dreamt big. And today, after this post-pandemic world, we can see that enabled all these millions of school children to actually go and continue their education. And personally, I can vouch that we were able to consult with the doctors during the complete national level lockdown time. We were able to call if we had pain or something. We were able to do something, and especially us technical people, we were able to have a semblance of a work life. We were able to earn the salary and all those things because somebody was dreaming that connectivity should be simplified. And also it was dreamt in a large fashion, like it should connect millions of people. So that is one concept we have to dream big in tech. Okay, the second thing is, how will it be if I can just say something short and sweet in less than 140 characters? When the whole world was moving towards large lavish portfolios and lavish social media applications, one person had a dream to say only small things, few things. So that person is Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter. And his approach was dream small. In small, you can achieve big. So just 140 characters, that was his initial thought. And he was able to make it a success. So dreaming not needed to be large. Sometimes you can think at a microscopic level, and that could also be a large impact in the society. The third thing that I want to bring it is how nice it would be if I don't wait here for a cab. Rather, the cab knows my location and comes to me. So one person dreamt like that. He was standing in San Francisco waiting, and there was no yellow taxis going around. And he was thinking, I'm having a smartphone in my hand. What if my location is shared and a cab comes to me, and boom, what happened? Uber. So this is Travis Kalanick and Carrot Camp. They dreamt for necessity. That is a necessity that I want to have. So you can dream for that too. So they just proved it, and then came Ola and all these mushrooming different technologies. So you can dream for necessities. Then another person started dreaming how economic it would be if if someone can lend me their extra room for a night stay. So there is we all stay in 1 or 2 bedroom, but in the Western world, people have a lot of bedrooms, and it's all mostly empty. And they were willing to earn a little bit, and people were not willing to pay a huge amount for hotels. So somebody thought of this idea, and they went ahead, faced all the issues, and resolved all the issue one by one. And boom, we have Airbnb, which is Brian Chesky's idea. And today it's like, I think 11 or 12 years old company. Airbnb is very, very much at a very, very high valuation. And India, we have Oyo rooms and similar concepts, right? So again, dream for economy. If you are doing something at a very high cost, you can dream for bringing the cost down. So that is another way of dreaming in technology. And another person, he was just browsing through some forums, customer complaint boards, something like that, and he saw one small complaint. How nice it would be if customer support has a friendly look, fresh look, and is ridiculously cheap. He just concentrated on that line, and he took it up as his dream. He was already in that space. He took it up as his personal dream, and boom, we have our first unicorn of India, Girish Mathrubootham, created Freshdesk. So the dream was to innovate. There was already something. He wanted to do it a little bit differently and drive the price point very, very much low. He did that, and now his company is highly valuated in India. He's having close to 20 different products under one umbrella company called Freshworks. So that is his story. Again, he was dreaming. And another person, this is my last slide, so I will, this person we all know. He thought how nice it would be if all the millions of dollars spent on rockets are recovered after the mission. So you know who this is. Who is this, Ram? Who is this person?
Elon Musk.
Who said that?
I'm Murali's.
Murali's personal role model is Elon Musk. So he was able to quickly say that. So this was a very, very big dream. Everybody was, thinking of, how many millions to spend, how much to spend to go to Mars and Moon. But one person thought, okay, I'm spending all these things, but then all the rockets is falling inside Atlantic Ocean. How can I recover that so that I can even do even more missions, longer missions to other planets, everything. So all these dreams are very hard to achieve, right? But these people, they had that fuel inside. That dream is the fuel to actually continue them to pursue that dream. All the engineering challenges, the financial challenges, everything they resolved, and they were able to land the rockets. People want to go up, but these people actually want to come down to that exact geographical location, and they were able to do it. So the point that I'm trying to make is, dreaming in tech is easy. We are all in the world of tech for the past 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and we have been monotonously doing some particular technology. But we should also be encouraged to dream and find avenues where we can present the dream. I think this avenue can also be used. If you can consult with HR, hey, I have a dream, I want to just talk about it, and find a place to actually discuss your dream. I think we can realize those dreams. My singular point. And if you ask me, where can I get inspiration, where can I get validation of my idea, there are several other platforms. Recently, just 6 months ago, I came again into the world of Twitter. Okay, so I created my account in the year 2011, and I didn't have anything to say to the world. I don't know what I would say to the world in 140 characters every now and then. So I thought, okay, this is not a platform for me. But after 9 years, now when I go into the platform, it's a totally different platform. I'm really amazed, and I am just looking back in retrospection what I missed there. Just like any other social media, Twitter can be used for good and for bad. So anybody I'm encountering, marketing people, sales people, technology people, I'm telling them, please use Twitter. Twitter has a lot of potential to learn, to innovate, to actually find and discover people, technology, all those things. And this, I just captured this morning. I'm just thinking that, and somebody is saying social media can make you smarter or dumber. It's all about how you choose to use it. So I think you can also get ideas for new dreams, and you can also validate your dream by talking to the relevant people in the field in Twitter. So those are my points that I just wanted to share with you briefly. So shall we begin to dream in tech is an open question for you all. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.